Ever seen deserts turn purple or seafood being harvested in the middle of the desert? What if deserts weren't just landscapes of survival, but thriving hubs of agricultural and innovation? This isn't science fiction, it's happening right now. Welcome back to another episode of Forever Green. Today we'll show you 14 projects that have turned deserts into lands of dreams. Purple sand in Iceland, underground rivers in Saudi Arabia, a sea of greenhouses in Spain. These aren't mirages, they're the result of groundbreaking projects that are rewriting the rules of what's possible in desert environments. So, get ready, click subscribe, and let's dive in. 14. Great Green Wall, Africa. The Great Green Wall Initiative, an African-led project, spans 8,000 kilometers from Senegal to Djibouti, surrounding 20 Sahel countries. This region, south of Sahara, suffers from land degradation, drought, and desertification, causing food insecurity and poverty. The project aims to combat desertification and improve food security by planting native trees, vegetation, and plants. These resilient species withstand the harsh Sahelian conditions. Since its inception, the initiative has restored over 20 million hectares of land, planted more than 12 million drought-resistant trees, and revitalized 25,000 hectares. Additionally, nearly 5 million hectares of degraded land have been transformed, benefiting numerous rural farmers. The United Nations recognizes the significant impact of this work, which not only restores ecosystems but also supports livelihoods in a region prone to environmental challenges. 13. World's longest underground canal and desert. Historically, Saudi Arabia's vast deserts were dry and uninhabitable, with traditional water management and agricultural methods proving ineffective due to harsh conditions and unreliable water supplies, obstructing farming and urban development. Now Saudi Arabia is transforming this scenario by constructing the world's longest underground canal, extending over 12,000 kilometers. This ambitious project transports water from the Red Sea to dry regions, significantly boosting farming and facilitating new urban developments. It utilizes advanced desalination techniques to convert salty seawater into fresh water, capable of producing 9.4 million cubic meters of fresh water daily. The canal measures 11 meters wide and 4 meters deep, built underground to reduce water evaporation and conserve resources. Additionally, it employs 2.25-meter diameter corrosion-resistant pipes to transport the fresh water, further supported by the state-of-the-art technology to purify the water for drinking and irrigation. This transformative project enables agricultural productivity in previously barren areas, allowing for increased food production. 12. Spain turns deserts into a farmland oasis. Spain has transformed its desert area into lush farmland, particularly focusing on the southern region of Almeria. Located in southeastern Spain, Almeria is one of the driest regions in Europe, but now features over 74,000 acres of greenhouses. This transformation has made it one of Europe's most productive agricultural areas. Known as the Sea of Plastic, Almeria's landscape is covered with greenhouses that utilize drip and subsurface irrigation systems. These methods conserve water and prevent soil erosion and salinization. Annually, Almeria produces over 3.5 million tons of fruits and vegetables, including tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, zucchinis, melons, and eggplants. These agricultural products significantly boost Spain's economy, which exports valued at over 2 billion euros and are shipped to various European countries, positioning Spain as a key player in the continent's fresh produce market. 11. China turns desert into forest. China's 3 North Shelter Forest Program is a major ecological initiative to combat desertification and soil erosion. Launched in 1978, it involves planting vast stretches of forest and trees across northern China, covering regions in the northwest, north, and northeast. The project spans about 4,500 kilometers and impacts 13 provinces, autonomous regions, and cities. It's projected to be completed by 2050, with a goal of planting 100 billion trees. Millions of trees, including poplars, pines, and drought-resistant shrubs, are planted annually. This program has received approximately 336,200 square kilometers of land, once yielding to desertification, and acts as a barrier against desert encroachment, stabilizing soil and reducing erosion. Additionally, over 10 million hectares of grassland have been protected and are regenerating, which is crucial for both the environment and farming. If you're enjoying this video, please remember to like and share. For more insights, you can watch the first part of this series on Forever Green. We'll continue to upload more and more related content, so make sure you stay tuned for future updates. 10. Asia's largest artificial river in the desert. Afghanistan is working on a big project called the Kuch Tepe Canal, aiming to build what will be the largest artificial river in Asia. The plan is to bring water from the mountains in the north to the very dry areas in the north through a big canal. The canal will be very long, stretching over 285 kilometers through the desert. The idea is to catch rainwater and river water when it's available and move it to places that need it. This could turn land that used to be dry and barren into fertile ground good for farming. Building this canal is a huge job. It involves digging a huge channel through the desert and setting up systems that control how much water goes through. They'll also build places to store water so they can use it during dry times. 9. Iceland turns deserts into purple. Iceland is famous for its beautiful landscapes, but it also has large areas of barren desert-like land. These areas, once covered in black volcanic sand and gravel, are now turning purple. The change is due to the spread of a planet called Lupinus nucatensis, or sand lupine. This planet from the legume family was introduced to Iceland in 1945 by Håkon Bjarnason, who brought seeds from Alaska. Sand lupine is known for its blue, flowery stem and can grow well in sandy or rocky soil. Sand lupine can grow up to 120 centimeters tall and live for 20 years. Each plant can produce 2,000 seeds per season and spread 1 to 3 meters every year, quickly covering barren ground. Iceland's deserts are likely due to erosion due to strong winds and little vegetation. Lupine helps stabilize the soil with its roots and adds nitrogen to the soil, making it more fertile. Lupine has brought back invertebrates like earthworms, which improve soil quality by converting organic matter into humus. This process also helps stop desertification and prepares the ground for future forest. As the soil improves, other plants begin to grow, supporting more wildlife like insects and birds, which increases biodiversity. 8. China turns deserts into sea. China's creation of a sea in the Taklamakan Desert, Xinjiang, shows its innovative efforts in food security and sustainable agriculture. This ambitious project, led by Xingnong Aquaculture, transforms a barren landscape into a productive aquaculture hub. It involves diverting water from the Tarim River through an extensive network of canals and pipelines, spanning several hundred kilometers to large artificial reservoirs and ponds. Remarkably, Xinjiang Aquaculture discovered underground saltwater and developed techniques to raise fish and shellfish such as tilapia and shrimp. The project aims to produce tens of thousands of tons of seafood annually, with a single facility capable of yielding up to 20,000 tons of fish per year, significantly boosting the region's seafood supply. They add essential nutrients for growth and use greenhouses to regulate temperatures. This innovative approach has turned an unlikely location into a blooming seafood farming area. 7. Sahara Forest Project. The Sahara, spanning 11 million square kilometers, is the largest hot desert in the world and one of the most extreme environments on Earth. Its varied landscape ranges from areas below sea level to mountains as high as 3,000 meters, influencing its diverse climate conditions. In southwestern Morocco, particularly around the Anti-Atlas Mountains, water scarcity is a significant issue, with 60% of the local population lacking access to water at home. However, this region is now seeing significant improvements due to the introduction of innovative fog nets, which have provided safe drinking water to 16 remote villages. These fog nets, designed with fine mesh, efficiently capture water droplets from the fog. The technology was inspired by Ashia Dehem, who, after learning about fog collection in Chile's Atacama Desert during the 1980s in Canada, implemented similar technology on Mount Buzmagita in collaboration with the German water foundation Wasserstiftung. The Aqualon system developed can withstand Atlantic winds up to 100 kilometers an hour and collects water that's stored and used for drinking, irrigation, and other needs. Tashka Project in Egypt. The Tashka Project, also known as the New Valley Project, is one of Egypt's most ambitious agricultural and infrastructural endeavors. Located in the southwestern part of the country, it aims to transform dry desert land into fertile agricultural fields. Launched in 1997 by President Hosni Mubarak, the project initially aimed to use water from Lake Nasser. However, it was abandoned in 2005 and later revived by President El-Sisi, with over $400 million allocated to restart it. Situated about 225 kilometers southwest of Aswan, the project involves digging a 240-kilometer canal into the western desert to create a new valley, parallel to the Nile Valley. Lake Nasser, one of the world's largest man-made lakes, serves as the primary water source with a storage capacity of up to 132 cubic kilometers. The Sheikh Zayed Canal, the project's backbone, diverts water from Lake Nasser to irrigate approximately 540,000 hectares, focusing on crops like wheat, maize, barley, vegetables, and fruits. 5. Australia's remarkable desert regreening project. Australia is currently undertaking a project to restore its deserts into lush green spaces. The initiative fights the increasing desertification, the increase of desert lands. A key tactic is improving rainwater collection through the construction of small dams and the creation of ditches to channel water effectively. Special materials are also used to enhance the soil's ability to absorb and retain water. Furthermore, drought-resistant plants are being introduced. These plants are low maintenance in terms of water needs and support in creating a hospitable environment for other vegetation to flourish. Situated in the vast stretches of western and central Australia, the Great Australian Desert ranks as the fourth largest desert globally. Notable efforts in these regions include the Yarra Yarra Biodiversity Corridor, an extensive reforestation project in Western Australia designed to restore connectivity between divided wildlife habitats. Additionally, the federal government's ambitious 20 Million Trees program is set to plant 20 million trees, improving air quality, providing shade, and enhancing the livability of urban spaces for both humans and animals. 4. Deserts in Pakistan turns into river. The Kachi Canal project is a significant irrigation initiative in Pakistan aimed at transforming the dry lands of Balochistan into fertile agricultural fields. Balochistan, the largest province by area, is one of the most dry regions in Pakistan, with limited water resources and sparse rainfall. The project is crucial for both Balochistan and Punjab. It starts at the Tunsa Barrage on the Indus River in Punjab and extends approximately 500 kilometers to the districts of Dera, Ghazi Khan, Dera Bukti, Nasirabad, and Jai Magsi. In Balochistan, the canal aims to supply water to about 72,000 hectares and in Punjab to around 30,000 hectares. This transformation allows previously unusable land to be farmed in. It's in its initial phase. The Kachi Canal project is designed to irrigate approximately 713,000 acres of land, significantly boosting agricultural productivity in these regions. 3. Desert Control Projects. Desert Control, a Norwegian company, has developed a groundbreaking technology known as liquid nanoclay that offers a promising solution to the problem of desertification. The technology involves mixing clay nanoparticles with water and spraying this mixture onto sandy soil. The nanoclay particles bind to the sand particles, creating a sponge-like layer that retains water and nutrients much more efficiently than untreated sand. The process can be completed in just a few hours, and the effects are long-lasting, with improvements in soil quality seen for up to 5 years. This method does not require the removal of existing topsoil or the addition of large amounts of organic matter, making it less invasive and more sustainable than other soil treatment methods. Desert Control's LNC technology has been tested in several countries, including Egypt, United Arab Emirates, and China, showing significant potential in transforming barren deserts into productive agricultural land. 2. Center Pivot Irrigation Systems in Sharjah. Sharjah, like much of the UAE, once faced harsh desert conditions with extreme heat, scarce rainfall, and dry soil, making traditional agriculture nearly impossible. The region experiences extremely hot and dry weather, with summer temperatures often exceeding 40 degrees Celsius and minimal annual rainfall averaging around 100 millimeters. However, the introduction of center pivot irrigation systems has transformed this landscape, enabling efficient water to use and increased crop yields. Center pivot irrigation involves equipment that rotates around a central pivot, watering crops with sprinklers mounted on wheeled towers, creating circular fields of irrigated crops visible from aerial views. At the system's center is a stationary pivot point supplying water to the entire system. Sprinkler lines attached to the wheeled towers rotate around the pivot, distributing water evenly across the field. The system supports the growth of crops such as alfalfa, wheat, vegetables, and fruits. 1. Israel's agricultural innovation. Israel's agricultural sector stands as a global leader in innovation, characterized by advanced technologies and sustainable practices that enable agriculture in dry and semi-arid environments, particularly the Negev Desert. Israel's technological innovations in agriculture have transformed dry deserts, especially the Negev Desert, into productive farmlands. Previously considered uninhabitable and barren, this vast dry land has been revitalized through Israel's determination to overcome environmental challenges. Central to Israel's agricultural success are its new technologies, especially in irrigation. The development of drip irrigation systems, now utilized globally, has been a game changer. Additionally, Israel's approach to water recycling is remarkable. The country treats its wastewater to a high standard, repurposing it for agricultural use. The implementation of greenhouses has also been crucial, enabling the control of environmental factors such as temperature, humidity, and pests. These combined technologies and methods have turned part of the Negev Desert into thriving farmlands. And that's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed these amazing desert transformations. If you liked this episode, give it a thumbs up and share it. Don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories from Forever Green.